Hi, I'm Brett Kelly, CEO of Mozo North America, and welcome to Mozo Moments. Now, with Mozo Moments, it's about the customer experience when they first have that moment that they realize how great Mozo is. And for the first run through Mozo Moments, we're going to take a look at how extreme is bamboo extreme. And to do this, we've decided to go to the field, and we're going to bring in Dave Fraser. He's the owner of Fraser Decks and Patio Covers. Dave is a big fan of Mozo and one of our better customers, and we proudly display his work on the cover of our marketing booklet here in North America, as well as feature his work on his website. So everybody, without further ado, Dave Fraser. Well, thanks for joining us here today, Dave.
Thanks for having me.
What was it that first attracted you to Mozo Bamboo Extreme?
So twofold, the look. It's very different from any of the hardwoods we have available. We do a lot of composite decking and we do a lot of hardwood decking, but it is a very different look than all the other hardwoods we had available, and a very cool look.
So Dave, if I remember correctly, we were first introduced to each other by Josh at Dixieline through Dave Gorham at Boise Cascade. And memory serves me correct, we got together with you on a specific job, and that job is the Solana Beach one that we do feature on the booklet.
Correct. So we were originally brought in to do an e-pay deck out there, and I turned down the project, and it was a monster project, but I turned it down because I told them they could not get a warranty on the materials because they wanted it as low as ground contact into dirt and concrete. And I let them know that that would not come with any sort of warranty. And we had found your product and found that you guys would give us a warranty for the materials. And so we were able to present that to them. They loved the look, and it worked out because they already had gray bamboo interior floors. So having this bamboo flooring, on the outside of the house was a perfect match for them.
So what is so important about the clearance below the deck?
So the biggest issue is cupping. You're going to get too much moisture underneath the deck or on top of the deck, and there's not enough ventilation. And so you will get the wood bowing and bending. And hardwoods are so hard, they are stronger than the screws holding them down. So when those boards cup, they can literally pull those screws right out of the framing. And so you can get boards, you can get boards cupping up and down, but you can also get them moving left and right, moving all over the place. And it's not something that I ever want to happen on my deck. I don't like callbacks.
No, none of us do.
What is the typical clearance required by most natural hardwoods for decking?
It's more that the most hardwoods want you to be at least 18 inches off the ground. And so if somebody only has 6 or 7 inches of clearance out of their back door and they want a hardwood deck, we can build it, they just don't get a warranty. And so that's not something that we want to provide to customers. We want them to be covered. So having an option that is non-composite that still has them covered is a big deal. And it's a product that I know I can count on.
Now, how long has it been since the Solana Beach project was installed?
It's been, 2 years since we put that in, and it had no movement on that project. We've used this now on multiple projects without any issues, and all of them have been low ground contact, and we've had no complaints and no issues.
Dave, one of the areas that we've worked and invested in your market, in particular in California, is the WUI, the Wildlife Urban Interface, as far as a fire rating goes. And the Mozo is also Class A fire rated. Can you tell us how important that is for a builder, a deck builder in Southern California?
And it's a huge deal out here. A lot of cities in San Diego are already high fire zones. I feel personally within 10 years, all cities will be a high fire zone, but they're all just going to require that pretty soon.
So Dave, we've talked about some highlights and some features of the Mozo Bamboo Extreme. What would you say to another deck builder like yourself if they asked you, why should I use Mozo Bamboo Extreme?
So few quick things. Besides the low ground clearance, the look of the product's amazing. If you refinish it, it keeps this dark, rich brown hue. If you don't refinish it, it turns into a nice gray. But a couple other things, it's easy to install. You'll see this when you look at the product, but you don't have to end on top of joists. So you can have your boards end pass and they connect so that structural integrity is awesome, but you're not doing constant cuts. And anybody who installs hardwood decks knows how much time and material is wasted from having to cut hardwoods to hit your joists. So it's one of the coolest things in our industry, having a board that you can just snap and continue on without having to do all those cuts. So product quality, the structural integrity, the low ground clearance, and then another huge thing for us in California, it's a Class A fire rated board. So it means it can be installed anywhere in high fire zones or regular zones.
Dave, really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to support us here at Mozo, and look forward to talking to you soon.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for joining me here at Mozo Moments. And again, for content like this, please check us out on our YouTube channel, and for more information, please visit us at moso-bamboo.com.